What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is At the Buzzer Sports, where we talk all things basketball all the time. And last night, Jared McCain had 27 points, shot 10 for 18 from the field, and also went 3 for 8 from the three-point line, had about 2 assists and 3 rebounds. And he played a lot of minutes with Philly last night. He's been playing a lot of minutes as of recent due to the Tyrese Maxey injury. You also don't have Joel Embiid as of right now. And I really like what I saw from Jared McCain and the off-ball movement, the three-point shooting, attacking the rim downhill. These are a lot of very, very good signs from him, and I really want to break these down just a little bit just so I can get my viewers, my subscribers, a better gauge of how Jared McCain has been playing at the NBA level. So this first clip from Jared McCain is early on in the second quarter. He's about to receive the ball coming up from the wing. And one thing that I really liked and I don't think went talked about enough when he was at Duke was his way to really get downhill against his defenders. He's very physical when getting downhill, which is something that a lot of people don't give him credit for. And with his shooting ability, I think it's very hard to guard when he stops on a dime and hits this mid-range. Just like this, gathers his dribble, picks up his dribble, hits the mid-range shot, and gets right into transition. I really like this play from him, just showing how he can be a dual threat, either getting downhill or spotting up or pulling up or just stopping on a dime and hitting a mid-range shot. And this is something we're going to see multiple times in this game, just the way he's able to create his shots, whether it's off-ball threes, motion threes, stopping on a dime in the mid-range, making a tough physical layup. Okay, just so we're all clear, these clips are not going to be in order. So the last clip was early in the second quarter. Now we're about halfway through overtime. The score is 99-97. And this is something that I picked up on in my last clip about how Jared McCain loves to get downhill and he's very physical getting downhill. This is something that I kind of saw just as him being a rookie and him not really having the experience in these clutch time moments, especially when it looks like with guys like Kelly Oubre, Cody Martin. I can't really get a gauge of who this guy is, but Jared McCain is going to be the lead ball handler in this situation, and this is something I definitely would like to see him clean up on just a little bit. Kyle Lowry is on the floor, so he's not really the lead ball handler, but he's probably the lead scorer in this situation. If we just rewind real fast, Jared McCain is going to be playing through a lot of physicality against Grant Williams, someone who is a very physical defender and can stay in front of him. I would love to see him pass it back out to Kyle Lowry and just trying to see if he can get something quick going to get a better shot or to get a better chance of extending the lead, because there's still 8 seconds left on the shot clock. It's about 2 minutes left in the overtime game, and this is a team in Philly that has been struggling. So you would love to see him really try and get back up top and get reset in an offense to get an easier shot. And it just looked like he had a lot of tunnel vision, especially at this point. He's having one of his better games in the NBA so far. So maybe that has held him up from really thinking about swinging the ball or thinking about getting his teammates involved and really setting up the play, and him having that type of feeling where he has to put the ball on the floor and go create for the team when he could just give the ball to Kyle Lowry, who is still one of the better decision makers at his age, and get an offense going. But he ends up taking the tough shot. He does not get the call, which I'm sure he was trying to sell, and the Hornets get the ball and have a chance to tie the game in overtime. So that is something I would like to see him improve off of as well. Here's something else just showing how versatile Jared McCain's offense can really become, because when we look at some of the attributes he possesses at the moment, just being able to hit the three-pointer off the catch, being able to hit the three-pointer off the dribble, being able to pull up from deep beyond the three-point line, being able to catch the ball in motion and hoist up threes, all of that, when you compare that with some very aggressive downhill ability and being able to play through physicality, if he can really get his touch just a little bit better around the rim, especially through physicality, and he can become a playmaker, I think the sky's the limit for Jared McCain. And this is things that I've said going into the draft. I mean, this is a guy that can pull up from deep, hit the three-pointer off the motion, can hit the three off the dribble. All of these talents that he has translates into being a player that's going to get a lot of minutes in the NBA for a very long time. If we look down the line, and his decision-making has improved a lot. He's eating up free throws more than he does right now, because I think he only had 4 free throws this game. I think in a longer term, he can maybe get 6 or 7 to the point where he's going to be dangerous all around the floor. He's going to be a guy that always makes the right decision. He had a couple of possessions with Andre Drummond where he collapsed the defense in the pick and roll, and Andre Drummond got a very, very good situation against the older Taj Gibson where he was able to finish. And now if we look at this clip, Jared McCain is going to get the ball in motion, and he's going to knock down the three because this is somebody you're going to have to stick on to. And his reputation is going to build around the NBA that this is a guy who can hit the three in any circumstance, whether it's in the corner, whether it's above the break, whether it's off a screen, whether it's off the dribble, whether it's pulling up in transition. And you always have to worry about him getting downhill. That's why I think he's going to be able to attack closeouts. I think he's going to collapse defenses, which is going to make his decision-making a bunch easier. I think the sky is the limit with Jared McCain. I really do. Offensively, he has a very nice gift to where he can be an off-ball threat, and he can be an off-ball threat with the pure shooting ability, and with him having the means to get downhill and create those advantages. And once teams start to really see that this is a guy that can be dangerous in both of those aspects, the game opens up a lot wider for him. So that's something I'm very excited to see. Now, this is something I did mention earlier, the ability to stop on a dime and hit from mid-range from Jared McCain, which is something that creates him a lot of space in this game. He was taking these shots multiple times this game because he is able to create that space because he is such a good driver downhill. He is so physical trying to get to the rim. And now that he can stop on a dime and hit that mid-range shot, it keeps the defense honest in whatever he does because he can spray from beyond the arc. He can hit in the mid-range. He can get downhill. He's going to keep the defense honest. And this is something that I like to see from a young guy in Jared McCain, just being aggressive, knowing what you do best, and putting it forth for the world to see. So very, very proud of what Jared McCain did today. Okay, just a few more things I want to talk about from this game. This is something that I like to see from Jared McCain. You know, this is something that a lot of young guards may have an issue with, and that's just passing out of double teams. When you're getting blitzed at the top of the key by two defenders, both guys who I would think were longer than him, if we just take a look at this clip right here, he's going to get the ball off the screen, and they're going to blitz it. They're going to blitz it because Grant Williams right here is now responsible for the rim. So Jared McCain loses his dribble at first, is able to regather himself and pass out of the double team, leading to an Andre Drummond easy layup. Now, this is before we move on. This is just something I want to speak on just as quickly because once again, we see a lot of younger guards now who have a lot of trouble with this, especially after losing the dribble right here. This is a play where you could definitely see this for a rookie point guard 10 to 12 games into the season. You can see him losing the ball here, and the Charlotte Hornets get an easy bucket out of transition to cut this lead now to 9. But once again, regaining his dribble, being able to see the floor and dump it down to an Andre Drummond to where the Charlotte Hornets are very low on centers right now. Mark Williams and Nick Richards is out. So you would love to get the ball to your big man in the middle and have him get you an easy shot. And it's really just creating advantages for the offense. Okay, last clip. Once again, this is just something I'm intrigued by just him being able to have such a quick release point and to be able to move off ball and to be able to find the soft spot in the defense to create the best shot he possibly can with a guy like Paul George on the floor who's going to create such a high gravity when he has the ball, especially in a situation like this where the team around him is not the best and his other 2 out of the 3 best guys are not on the floor. So what Jared McCain is going to do is redirect himself into the left corner here to create the best shot for him once he sees that Paul George is going to get the collapse of the defense. So once again, this is a lot of things that Jared McCain is going to be able to build off of. I think he is playing under the perfect guy in Tyrese Maxey, who is such a threat with the ball in his hand and is such a threat playing off of a guy who creates a lot of advantages for offenses in Joel Embiid. And I think Jared McCain is really going to thrive here. Now, I'm not sitting here saying he's going to be an all-star or anything into that, but once again, I don't want to project or anything. But these are a lot of very high-level plays that we got from Jared McCain tonight. And it makes you wonder what his ceiling actually is, because we knew about the three-point shooting and the ball handling coming in. But if he could be very physical getting downhill, if he can run the transition, if he can make those instant passes and see the floor out of the double team so early into his career, how good and how valuable does he become to winning? Because guys like this, guys like Jared McCain, they come in, and a hot streak from guys like these can change a game. You know, a guy like Buddy Hield, if he comes in and he hits 6 threes, that can change a game. A guy like Peyton Pritchard, he can come in and completely change a game. And we don't talk about how valuable those guys are, just being able to come in the game towards the end of the second quarter, towards the middle of the third, even in the start of the fourth, when the stars are not on the floor. Now Peyton Pritchard just came in, and in the 4-minute stretch he was playing, he knocked down 2 threes and got an assist, or he knocked down 2 threes and took a charge. Things like that at the start of the fourth quarter to kind of make the job a lot easier to close out the game for the starting five. Those things are extremely valuable. And I think Jared McCain is the type of microwave type of player to where now he gives such a big advantage to a high-level winning team when the guys aren't on the floor. So this is the last clip. Once again, I just wanted to get this off my chest because I was watching this earlier, and Jared McCain's my favorite rookie. Like, I hope people know that. Like, I think I said this coming into the season. Jared McCain is my favorite rookie. So to see him playing well is very, 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 very exciting for me. Now watch. Paul George got the collapse. As a matter of fact, we're just going to go back because I was talking a lot. Anyway, Paul George got the collapse. Josh Green, Brandon Ingram, Grant Williams, LaMelo Ball, all 5 of the guys on the Charlotte Hornets. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. All 5 guys on the Hornets are collapsing on Paul George. So what does Paul George do? He swings it to the corner. LaMelo actually made a really good rotation right here to where he's going to get a hand up if Cody Martin decides to shoot. Cody Martin swings it to Kyle Lowry. This guy is not closing out. Once again, forgot his name. I apologize. Let me know in the comment section. He's not going to close out. As you could tell how he's running towards Kyle Lowry, he is about to jump to contest the shot. So Kyle Lowry uses that, creates more downhill pressure. Jared McCain readjusts himself, gets to the perfect spot within the defense. He rises up as soon as he gets the ball off the catch, and it's water, giving the Philadelphia 76ers a 2-point lead in the fourth quarter. If you guys like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think from Jared McCain so far. I'm going to try and do these a lot more because, once again, this is just stuff that I noticed when I watch the game and things that I want to talk about. So who knows? Maybe every night, instead of doing post-game reviews, we'll just look at some of the most intriguing performances and break down some of the things they did on the court. You guys let me know if that's something you guys would like. Anyway, if you guys like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We are on TikTok at the Buzzer Sports. We are on Twitter at ATB Sports 1. We are on Instagram at the Buzzer Sports. If you guys want to see more of me every Sunday, I do a podcast with Mars Talk Sports, the Hoop Talk podcast. We are on there every single Sunday. And I try to stay as consistent as possible. So if you guys like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.